Hey guys, back with another DIY remodel video. Today we're going to go over what to do when you're removing trim and it is literally grouted into the floor. We're doing a remodel, and usually pulling trim is a pretty simple process. However, we encountered trim that was the original trim and it was put in when the tile was put in, and it was literally grouted into the floor. So I will show you what that looks like. So as you will see, here is where the trim was. This is part of the trim that was like grouted into the floor. And even if you use a usual technique, usually I just take like a mini crowbar or something and put that, first cut the grout, or cut the caulk line on the top of the trim. And once you cut that, score that with a utility knife, then you can take like a mini crowbar or something to get behind the trim and just wiggle it out, leverage it out until the small nails are out enough to where you can pull the trim out. Yeah, well, when it's like grouted into the floor like it is here, you can't do that because you can't get enough leverage and it's like adhered into it. It doesn't work. So what I did, which this tool is like the best thing in life, is I got a little oscillating saw. I got this online on eBay for like $45, refurbished, I think. It's a Rockwell, so it's a good brand. It's heavy, durable. You can feel the quality of it just by holding it. And it just has a wood blade on it. So I took this little handheld baby. It's easy to use. It's so easy to use. I don't like saws all that much. I've seen too many people that are missing fingers in the construction field, because my dad's in construction, so I grew up around these guys, like, missing all sorts of fingers. So it freaks me out. I'm not a sharp objects person. It's just not my first love in life. But this saw is one I definitely feel comfortable with. So I literally just took this with the wood blade on it, and I went along the base of the trim. So the very bottom, like as far down as I could, pretty much flush with that original tile that's there, and just cut all the way through it and just scored it. And then same thing, took a mini crowbar, then I was able to get behind it. It was cut at the bottom so I could leverage and pull it and yank it out. And that's what I did. Just used, once it was cut all the way across, once again, just scored the caulk on the top with a utility knife, then cut the bottom with the oscillating saw or a hand saw or anything that you have. I personally prefer this little oscillating saw. And then get behind it with a mini crowbar, leverage it out a little bit, yank it out, get it to pull from the wall, and then just get your hand on that trim and yank it out. So that is how we went about it. And the oscillating saw is just awesome to have for other little projects. We've used it so many times. I used to borrow it from my dad, and I was like, I gotta get one of these. And now I have it, and I'm like, it's one of my favorite tools that I have, one of the handiest tools that I have. It works on any little hiccup or unforeseen bump in the road, because any DIY, it's like you're gonna encounter bumps in the road where you kind of need to think of an alternate way to do something, and this little saw comes in so handy for that. I will let you know and warn that depending how big your space is, how much trim you're pulling, you're probably gonna need more than one blade. This is about a 700 square foot space. And I think we went through about 4 blades. Of course, it's going to depend on what brand blade you have, what quality blade you have. The original blade was a Rockwell blade, and then we ordered extras off of Amazon because the blades are expensive. So I think the blades were like $20 each from Home Depot. So we ordered extras off Amazon, and those were like, I think we got a 4-pack for $20. So we got 4 for the price of what one would cost at Home Depot. So I definitely recommend using Amazon and ordering some extra blades in advance so you have them on hand, so you don't need to go and buy a full price blade from Home Depot. That's just my personal preference. And a little tip there for you, just make sure you have some extra blades on hand because you'll probably go through some. Especially if you have lots of nails in your trim, because when that blade is hitting those nails, it's going to dull it a lot faster. So just keep an eye out for that. Just change your blade when you need to, because it makes the whole process in life easier. But yeah, that is what we did to remove trim that was literally grouted into the tile. So I hope that helps at least one person out there. You guys, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. If this video was helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. If you like this type of DIY content, please do subscribe. I have a lot of other DIY videos, doing a lot of remodels for rental units, things like that, and other kind of random topics as well, kind of big sis mentoring topics, random life reviews, things like that. So I hope this helps you guys. As usual, desire to inspire and seek inspiration every day. I will see you on the next video. Love ya! Bye!